punya client in insurance, they will choose to have a monthly premium in my case terbalik pula. Bila I join public mutual, dah lah masa tu I was like a new graduate kan. Dia memang tak ada kerja, pernah bekerja dengan orang. Jadi kan my market masa tu as a fresh graduate memang tak qualify to invest. So masa tu yang the BSA is about 50,000 across the age lah, tak kira berapa, semua 50,000. Even 50,000 BSA pun the minimum kan, I don't have that kind of people who qualify.
I see.
Jadi in a way, the factor, the environment tu make me go for cash.
Okay.
Tapi initially the cash is very very small lah. But I macam very patient and persistent, and my upline GAM pun very very orang kata apa supportive, very supportive and always encourage me, because at times pun I rasa macam wow, RM500 you know initial to invest and RM50 DDA. Penat kan?
Ya.
Dulu kan boleh 500 tau. And then minimum initial boleh 50. Can you imagine? I started with that first. But because of I see in the long run, I don't see for that time only. My upline always tell me that it's okay. You know, you are going through hardship now, tapi yang lama-lama lepas ni you lah yang paling senang, dia kata. Sebab the DDA is like the pipeline. You buka je tap, air keluar. Betul tak?
Betul.
I was building the pipeline all the while, you know, sampai sekarang.
Saya geramnya rasa nak terus sekarang. Aduh, and then macam for, yelah, tak banyak kan, RM500 and RM50. Macam your average client back then in a month berapa kak?
You mean DDA sekarang?
DDA dulu and sekarang.
Okay, of course DDA mula-mula I start very small, and after that I sharpen my skill, and then I increase I upgraded my market. So sekarang ni my DDA average about 4,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 6,000 to 10,000 per month per client.
See, oh my god, that's a lot.
Because you have to upgrade your market.
Okay, so the key is tadi ada dua kita dengar, upgrade your skill and upgrade your market.
Yes.
Can you elaborate more on that kak, especially on sebab itulah mungkin sebab kami melihat DDA tu kecil dan renyah. So there's always the back in the mind is always RM100. It's always RM100, especially for the new one lah kan. Even myself pun, I cakap lah macam what is RM100? What is RM100 nowadays? So dia macam berhenti setakat tu je. But what you talk about, boleh ya kak dengar Kis?
Yeah, the skills this what. Yeah. So talking about the skill kan, actually what is important is for us to apply financial planning. Meaning to financial planning ni maknanya kalau we don't do financial RM100.
Okay.
Tapi kalau kita together, we sit down with our prospect, our investor, tell them what plan, together we draft a plan untuk dia retire, how much, untuk anak dia belajar, how much, the education fund. So bila we go through the retirement planning process or education planning process, then you will have the amount that is shortfall. The shortfall for them to achieve, because not everybody can start with a big lump sum of investment. So normally average maybe they will start about 10,000, 20,000 or even as a mutual goal 150,000 kan. Jadi bila dia dah ada upfront or initial amount tu, bila kita kira balik dengan the amount required for them to retire, there's always a shortfall.
True.
Bila ada shortfall tu lah kita akan achieve the shortfall from monthly DDA.
Okay. I know where you're coming from. Okay. So it's always the end game first, right? Objective. Berapa diorang nak dulu kan? Okay. Alright. Okay, thank you Kak for that. Kejap I want to take this question from Tina. Sekejap, I post it. Any killer points on how to encourage people to sign up DDI on the spot?
Okay, actually to create the agency is to create a problem for them first.
Okay.
So bila
For
kita
example,
when we have already created a plan, maknanya kita dah go through the financial planning process tu, and always there is a shortfall kan. So make them see that you are having a problem here. Maknanya what kind of problem? If you don't do it now, you don't take the action now, you will be ending up retired as a person who may have to extend your working life. You nak tak macam tu? Do you want to depend on your children for your retirement income? You nak tak macam tu? Do you want to like go from one child to another child's house because you don't have your sufficient amount or you need to have mercy from your children? You nak tak macam tu? So picture them, make them picture all these consequences of not doing it now. So you create a problem or make them see what are the problems, and then we provide them solution. So unless and until they realize that this is a problem, if I don't do anything, then they will start immediately. So your presentation tu must be very convincing. You must have orang kata apa to make them see that this is very, very important and urgent for me to take as one of the cash flow I must spend every month. The
cash flow,
allocation for me. Yes.
What's your, thank you Kak for answering that. I nak tanya lah Kak, what's your biggest case for DDA per client?
My biggest case is about 12,000 lah.
12,000 per client.
Per month.
Per month. Per client lah juga enggak?
Per client,
and accumulatively now?
It's about, as for now, it's 116,000 DDA month.
Ooh. Easily kan Kak? And then you have, you have cash on top of that? Normal cash?
Yes.
Lump sum?
We have like a monthly, the source is from DDA, and then on top of that, I still see people. When I see people, of course, I close upfront with DDA, initial lump sum with DDA. So the lump sum is another source, and the DDA is already fixed and accumulative.
And when you talk about, this is a very basic question. Macam bila Kak buat financial planning tu, so the end goal will always be 55 for retirement and 18 for education, betul tak? Or it depending on the client?
Yeah, of course, it depends on the client. Some people, they are very ambitious, and then they are a businesswoman, businessman. They would like to retire early. So it depends on when they want to retire. It's their choice. I mean, the shorter time, the better, because after you have more to invest and to accumulate every month. Yeah.
Paling once I buat 10,000 per client. Itu sekali tu je. Lepas tu 1,000 average lah, is 1,000 per client, 500 to 1,000 kan, because I see the benefits as well. So Kak, ada satu soalan ni.
Yeah.
Okay, ni from Nino. Hi Kak Marzaida, my question is, how do you encourage government servant who have pension to invest during using DDA or DDI, as they can't see a purpose since they have pension.
Yeah, pension with the inflation rate yang kita ada sekarang, very seldom I find that is sufficient for them when they retire. That's why kita ada PRS kan, kita ada other types of investment to actually top up the insufficient fund. Because bila kita buat financial planning, kita selalu factor in inflation. So with the amount, kalau kita kira pun the pension that they will earn by the time they are 55, with the kind of lifestyle, because you have to emphasize how, do you want to maintain the lifestyle that you are having now, or you not downgrade? If you have to downgrade, maybe because of the inflation factor, your pension will be smaller value, betul tak? So if you work properly, there must be the calculation tu. There must be a shortfall yang still you need to plan to top up from your own cash investment. So kena kira betul-betul lah with the inflation, and normally is insufficient with the pension that they have.
Kak, do you talking about presentation, Kak? Do you use the one? Do you have your own, or you use yang public mutual punya website tu? I always do that.
Okay, there are many ways kan to the presentation. But my kind of presentation memang very very simple. I like to use the timeline. I like to use the timeline. So to me, when I do presentation, I want to involve both parties. Maknanya I draw a timeline, I tanya, dia jawab, I kira, dia nampak the process. So the process of involving both parties tu is very important.
Interaction is there lah kan? Kena lah lagi.
Betul. Because ada sense of belonging kan? Kena ada macam tu. This plan is for you.
So?
Siapa tanya tadi? I hope it answer your question, Nino
Nino.
Nino, I hope it answer your question ya. Sebab you kena kira betul-betul. Selalunya pension memang tak cukup. Ya. Kalau cukup, then they are very very fortunate, they are very lucky. But there is other ways that you can actually make them save. You look at their family background, whether they have anak, ada cucu. So you can always create saving for their anak, saving for their cucu, ataupun education for their cucu and so on. Kalau katalah dia ada excess cash kan. Okay.
Okay, Nino. Yes, thank you very much Nino cakap tu.
So tadi Tina pun tanya kan. Tina tanya, kita dah jawab ya on the how to create agency in
to sign on the spot, for them to sign on the spot kan. Like I personally lah juga Kis rasa biasanya market ataupun demographically clients yang muda dia tak berapa nampak. Dia tak nampak the needs of having certain amount of money by the retirement age. So sometimes they create excuses. The way I see it lah, tapi tak ada masalah pun. Betul lah, like akak cakap, it's always about the end game. And about the lifestyle tu is very important actually. Some people they say it's enough. Ada tak pernah tak akak jumpa klien cakap no, it's enough?
Ya, ada.
So macam I don't want. How you normally tackle that, Kak?
Yeah, I have clients yang dah invest millions and whenever I ask them to top up or ada fund yang potential, then they say that, how much do you want me to invest, Marzaida? It's enough for me, you know. So I know they have money kan. So tak apa, but because I know my client quite well, jadi I tahu who are the family members and so on. So I always see and I always suggest that, okay, I know that it's enough for you. I see that you have grandchildren. can we create education fund for your grandchildren? You know, so I created the fund for the grandchildren, and as the children got married, have more grandchildren, so everyone got their education fund. So
So,
I
so kan macam they must have seen the beauty of DDA first, betul tak Kak?
yes, of course.
Then baru they create. I remember you told me and masa tu dengan Kak Ida kan, the story of you call it
Unit trust baby.
Unit Trust Baby. Can you tell the story if you don't mind with all of us?
Yeah,
Unit
I
Trust
have
Baby.
this investor yang started the investment when her daughter is 5 years old. And then after 18 years old, then the purpose is for education. And I calculated for her how much she has to provide for education to USA. So by the time apa ni sampai umur 18, then we have enough fund, you know, more than enough actually by the time 18 tu. So what I did was selalunya for people that I know they need the cash for certain specific objective, I akan buat asset allocation. Mana asset allocation tu the portion of the profit tu kan I will actually switch into bond so that I will get ready whenever they need the money for education fee. So when the time comes, every semester I will withdraw from bond the profit, yeah, to pay for the education until she graduated. So she graduated, and then after graduation, still have lots of money left behind. I mean, the balance, and then time to get married. So the time to get married also, we have excess fund that I have already put aside. You know, in switching into bond, the profit of the investment, and we use that money for the wedding function. So bila wedding,
Impressive.
bila wedding I cakap duit ni tak habis-habis lagi, you know. Because apa, it's really a long term investment tau. Daripada umur 5 tahun sampai umur 18 tahun, and then kahwin age 25. You see how long the investment?
Yeah.
So it is very, the cost is very, very low dah. So there's always a big amount of profit, the gap tu, capital gain tu. So after got married, then her mom told me that it's time now to buy a car.
Yeah. Impressive.
Yeah, we use that money to buy her car pula. No. So of course I sort of macam educate her. I mean the baby now already got married and kan. She already started working and all that. I said you have to do what your mom has done for you. You know, so she believed it because she has experienced it. Kan? She has seen the money being spent, and then how much is the profit that they have got. More than 500,000 the profit alone. You see? So apa ni, she also started her DDA. Once start dia kerja, terus buat DDA untuk anak. Untuk diri dia lah yang anak tadi tu. So it's good. I like it so much because apa, you cultivating the habit of savings.
I love that word. Cultivating the habit of saving. Cikgu bahasa Inggeris kan? Akak ada sentuh that story actually macam melekat tau dalam kepala Kis. Sampailah Kis call akak hari tu. Lepas tu akak cakap about asset allocation, which I also asked this question to you masa I call you the other day.
Yes.
Akak cakap akak buat asset allocation only for the profit, and you you bagi apa orang panggil analogy of buah. Buah kan, and pokok yang buah. Akak boleh share juga yang tu? I think people will like it.
Okay. It's like your capital is like a tree. Yeah. So when it bears fruit, the fruits is the profit. The profit comes from the capital gain. The profit the fruits is the capital gain and also the distribution that we earn. Betul tak?
Betul?
The amount of profit tu selalunya I will pluck the fruits. Maknanya the profit is like a fruit. I will pluck the profit, the fruit and I akan simpan dalam kita panggil it's like an orchard lah kan. You simpan dalam dia punya storeroom. So the storeroom is actually the bond fund. So whenever there is fruit and the fruit is ripe, maknanya dah matang, taklah macam baru nak ada profit sikit you dah switch. Selalunya my benchmark is 10% lah of the amount that invested kan. So katalah the fruits tu dah besar, dah berbuah, dah matured, then I pluck and I simpan. I pluck and simpan. Jadi bila my investor need the money, I will give them all the fruits back. Maknanya I don't chop the trees. You don't cut down the trees, yeah. So that is why they keep on enjoying the fruit.
Sedap tak? Rasa macam nak makan apple. So I think it's answer your question. I have one question from Ninu again. Dia cakap how often do we do asset allocation for DDI or cash? EPF investment we could do every quarter or for repeats. It's 10% will be the answer tak?
Actually it's different ya. What I mean is asset allocation tu adalah bukannya you masuk keluar tau. Once you dah simpan, you biar je kat situ because you have a purpose. That is when I talk about asset-based punya consultant. Asset-based consultant, ABC ya. Asset-based consultant, kita go for AUM. AUM. Tak, bukannya macam every quarter tu it's not my practice ya. My practice is whenever katalah you invest 100,000, kemudian you have already gotten a profit of 10,000. This is my way tau. Bukannya I'm telling that
okay,
you're doing it. This is my way of doing things.
Your practice.
Because mine is looking at cash investment. My EPF strategy ni lain pula ya. This is cash. EPF I don't do like this, okay? So 100,000 and then I have 10,000. 10,000 tu I simpan dekat bond. Okay, as a asset allocation. Tetapi it's not like everybody I do that. You see, kalau macam I have a person yang I buat financial planning adalah education and I know anak sekarang dah umur, katalah kita invest umur 5 tahun. So nak pakai duit 18 tahun. So I must position myself, katalah umur 13 tahun tu I dah kena start dah buat something. Maknanya I start to switching dah kan? Ataupun bila market, you tengoklah market tengah naik tu, this is a big amount tu, orang kata apa, dapat profit kan, masuklah dalam bond. So kan, you really need to ask your investor bila dia nak pakai duit ni. Some people they have the money somewhere else and what they invest in public mutual or in unit trust kita, just a small portion from what they have a big amount outside there. Betul tak? So macam maybe these people I don't have to do asset allocation as and when they get the 10%. You know? Because apa? I can actually tunggu lama lagi because apa? I need to average down their cost, lagi rendah, lagi bagus, lagi rendah, lagi bagus. So sekarang ni yang penting is how you talk to your investor. Apa yang dia nak. Kalau you nampak sikit-sikit nak keluar duit, sikit-sikit nak keluar duit, maknanya you have to do profit locking for them to stand by so that, because I don't like people to redeem from their capital. I'm talking about cash EPF I tak buat macam ni tau. EPF I different strategy because mine I deal a lot of cash kan. Jadi the idea I share with my investor is more on you enjoy the fruit You don't cut down the trees. You enjoy the fruit. So you enjoy the fruit tu, time frame tu kena lama sikit lah. Tak boleh lah tiba-tiba you nak cut down the trees.
Betul. What about fund selection ya Kak? Because sebenarnya fundamentally it's the same across the funds. If you understand fundamental of how unit trust work, it doesn't matter. Tapi Kis nak tanya, akak punya favourite funds for DDA ataupun cash?
Okay, kalau DDA ni yang paling sesuai adalah fund yang volatile.
Fund yang volatile?
That means dia punya rank tu 5, 4 tu paling sesuai 5 lah. You know, we have funds volatile, funds yang category 5 kan? So I suka yang volatile. Because apa, volatile ni lagi senang kita nak average down the cost. Lepas tu I don't want to mention specific fund lah kan, tapi just give one example, because apa, the fund tu you really have to choose based according to your client's preference juga. So one of them my favourite tapi dah tak available sekarang is PIOF lah. I like PIOF lah.
It's all time favourite pun kan?
So that is what I like. Category 5 in funds. Yang volatile.
It doesn't matter local ataupun non-local, but preferably more volatile funds.
Yeah, as for now, I prefer global
funds. Okay. Sekejap Kak, I nampak ada satu soalan. Sekejap
yeah. Hi everyone.
Keep the question coming. Sekejap.
Hi Puza.
Okay Kak, this is from Kartika, I think it's Kartika. Sorry kalau salah sebut ke, maafkan saya. In your early days, how do you get the trust of strangers to invest with you?
Hi Lady Fitri. Hi Kartika.
Kartika.
Okay. Alright. In my early days, how do you get the trust of strangers? Okay, actually financial planning ni, everyone needs it. Whether dia stranger ataupun friends kan. Tapi kan, from my experience, lagi senang nak close stranger tau. Sebab apa? Our business ni is very transparent lah, you know. So the trust tu maknanya sekarang, apa yang membuatkan orang trust kita? Sebab apa? Bila dia jumpa kita, it's our image, it's our reputation, it's how we present to them, kan? That counts. Your professional image and how you actually buy. Sometimes first impression tu really count, betul tak?
Betul.
So even kalau I jumpa stranger pun, I just do like I see macam friend, sama je presentation dia, kan? Cuma kalau how do I gain the trust is like we do the financial planning process. Bila kita buat financial planning process, the figure, the amount doesn't come from me. What you want to retire, how much per month you want to have to enjoy when you have retired, it doesn't come from me. I do a fact finding, I ask the question, you give me answer and I do based on what you tell me. Betul tak? So kalau betul-betul, it's not about, of course trust is important, it's about how you make them see this is what's in it for me. You know, this is for me. This is not for the consultant. So I am here just to make you, to help you to achieve what you want, what we have planned for you. So you are using me as a medium to realize your dream.
Sedap lah ayat-ayat akak ni. You are using me to realize your dream kan? To materialize
it. Hi.
Ya Allah, tengok ni banyak lah notes I. Tiba.
Okay.
Kan, because it's very important. True Kak, because one is the image that you mentioned and reputation just now.
Yeah.
And the financial planning process is about them. It was never about us. But kita kadang-kadang kita present tu kita show sendiri. Kita rasa it's best, but sometimes it may not be suitable for them. So tu yang kadang-kadang we lost somewhere the step of closing tu kan.
I see.
Sebab
Yeah.
kita rasa it's about us. We think it's important, but it's best if they think it's important for them.
Yeah, that's why question technique tu is very important. What you ask, how you ask is very, very important. So you need to master the skill of asking questions. So kan, so that you get the right message and you can you can deliver or you can meet the objective. So it needs a lot of practice, you know, all these presentation skill, how you build the rapport. Building the rapport tu is actually creating the trust lah tu. Kan? How you make them like you, trust you. So of course that is a lot of things to learn from building the
buat kelas
rapport.
lain. Agak, tadi kan, thank you for that.
Hi Mel.
I want to, hi everyone. I want to ask about, tadi akak cakap pasal, sebenarnya lah, more or less you've answered everything already. Like my past question and my question to be. But with the pandemic, kan tadi akak cakap the difference between 2008 punya crisis and today punya crisis is we cannot go out.
Yes.
But now we have a proper platform which is the PMO. Do you macam now, what is your business operation or modus operandi that you do with your clients? Are you focusing more on PMO?
Yes. Ni nak tanya before that ada question from Nino. Nino tanya kita nak jawab soalan Nino dulu ke nak jawab soalan Kiss dulu?
Jawab soalan audience tu. Nino is my downline actually. Semangat dia.
Okay,
Very
Nino. How often we encourage them to increase the DDI amount? In the event they start small and still have shortfall. Okay, Nino, the answer is every year. So every year I have an annual review. With my investor because as I have shared in the early of our discussion tadi, not everybody can afford everything at one go, betul tak? So some of them start very small amount and then DDA, katalah kita work the calculation, DDA dia kena perlukan dalam 5,000 sebulan. Then they will say that, that's too much for me, 5,000. So we will ask, okay, how much are you comfortable with to start now, kan? Katalah dia kata, RM500 is okay. So RM500 next year, go back and see them, do the annual review, show them what we have done in the first year and say that this is what we want. What we need to do is we have to save every month 5,000, but we have started with RM500. So how much in order to cover the shortfall now, can we increase the DDA? So how much can we top up the DDA? So to me, I do it every year. Every year I see them, I review, I increase. Yeah, so that's the way I do it lah. It's an annual review is very, very important.
Terkesima sekejap. Sebab sometimes kita stop kan kat situ. Ya Allah, banyak betul. Banyak betul belajar hari ni. Rugi siapa tak join. Annual review. So akak memang keep track lah. You have a proper database for them and you see them every year.
Yeah. Because kita selalu ada proposal, kita at least ada timeline tu. Timeline tu kita simpan, bukan kita buang.
Okay. Jangan buang kawan-kawan. Dengar tu.
Timeline tu semua masuk dalam folder dia masing-masing.
Dia personal folder, okay? Tadi akak nak jawab soalan Kis yang PMO tadi. Do you leverage pandemic?
Okay, I like PMO so much because it's so easy, kan? So most of my clients when we share about ringgit cost averaging now, kan? The ringgit cost averaging RCA tu very important. Just make them understand of buy low, sell high, kan?
Yeah.
I think during my presentation dekat PFCC dulu pun I have shared about how to the tips to handle during challenging market kan. So I will educate them first about concept of buying low sell high, and then from there on kita tengok kalau macam EPL cash dia tu dah ada certain amount yang